Hello, I'd like to welcome back to... Hey, there's an enemy right at the beginning of the save state. Is it a save state if it's actually a real save? I don't think it is. Probably isn't. But we can always pretend, can't we? We can always pretend. Oh shit, I actually have a plan on how to get that key. There probably is another way to get that key, but I just like doing that sort of fancy stuff because I know how to do it. You know when how you learn a trick, you're like, I want to pull out this trick everywhere. And you start doing just that. You start pulling it off wherever you go. Maps are big. I do mind variable map sizes, yes. I am that kind of person that minds very much. I think the blue gate's where we're supposed to have gone, actually. Backtrack! Our problem with the UI, actually, is just that the bars look so small compared to the rest. And this is the native quality. It was designed for the Xbox 360, so 720 is what it's supposed to be. Well, chicken. Hey, it's that thing she talked about.
Hello, can you hear me?
Haley, is that you? Where are you calling from?
That thing that was floating in the air, probably.
From beyond the grave!
Demon blacksmith! That's the worst kind of blacksmith!
But if you know Dark Souls, they're probably the best kind of blacksmith.
Would you calm down? I'm at home with Maddie. I see you found my dad's lost receiver.
Yeah, and it seems to be working.
Don't need to buy
That's
double A's.
Great. Now, if you ever need to craft an item, you can do it directly. Now, Dots, this doesn't mean I don't want you coming up to visit me in person. But at least I can keep an eye on you and help you out whenever you need me.
Sure, Haley.
What, not gonna mention the signals? Come on! That's why we have you, Fidget. Because Dust is such an angsty, emotionless, person. We need someone who's, not as quick to judge, but quicker to judge. I mean, the Blade of Ra likes to keep his mouth shut for whatever reason. You think that for a wise and mighty blade that obviously knows what the heck Dust is about, he'd talk a little bit more, but nope. He's just sitting back, enjoying the water, having a blast, smashing up those Goonies. Pretzels! I like pretzels. Ah, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Oh, it's not just any kind of pretzel. It is a warm pretzel. Good job. We also got a Deadly Delight. Cures silence. Oh yeah. When you get status effects, you actually get a little bit of a cutscene explaining what the hell just happened. And yes, Fidget will actually become silent when this happens. So it's quite the endeavor. The downside, she doesn't get to cast any spells during that period of time, so...
We must be getting close.
How can you tell?
Look.
I don't think that's a sign of getting close. There were plenty of monsters up to now.
Still be able to...
Oh, so they have a... Ah, that's sneaky. They got, like Dark Souls, they got jabs to break your combos. Oh, I like those things. There's a shop around here somewhere. Hey, a shopkeep! Oh dear God! Oh no, we have like 50 attack, don't we? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We got lucky with our drops. Let's go to Cell Mode!
Your transact. Thank.
Yeah, that might actually become useful later, since 10% bonus doesn't really help when you don't have at least, you know. So, oh wow, there's just a random key in the air! Wow. All the random key-gemins, I guess. Okay, remember when I said that you were supposed to super launch yourself into the sky? Let's do it! Fuck! We don't have 4 keys. I keep forgetting that's a requirement. I knew I should have gotten another. Can we buy? No, those things are like 6,000 or something. So yeah, the idea is that in order to get that guy, you need to be super fanciful. But since we lack a key, we can't get it. That's alright, you know. And yes, these bombs are here to blow everyone up.
This was done recently.
We don't have time to wait for it to die out.
I can only imagine that later we can actually pass it. The Oh no! They are totally not foreshadowing what we're supposed to use against this boss guy. Hey, we can get that cage. I could use the 5% health bonus.
That did it. I can.
You know there's
That did it! I can hear the water rushing down below. It's like I'm wearing pants now. That was totally not a joke. That was a general statement. Oh great, it's one of you guys. Come on, we got stuff to do. We gotta fly up! Up! Hey! It's Meat Boyette. I remember it being Patch Girl, but that doesn't look like Patch Girl, because she would probably have a patch for that, wouldn't she? Doesn't matter! We got the treasure! Yep, can't do that. So we gotta level this up. But if we do, look at that! We sound like that! Isn't that nice? Let's just go for it. I could use a little bit of extra attack. Just look at these jackasses all over the place. So anyway, we saved probably one of the more difficult to find ones. It's actually not much. It just requires you to know you can do that. There are other ones which are more annoying, which require you, in case you don't believe this, to have solved the puzzle in Simon's Quest of Castlevania. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you will soon enough. Just remember, whirlwinds and that note are related. God, I hate that puzzle. I had to look that one up, just because it's so fucking obtuse. I seen Simon Quest, but even I couldn't connect the dots, because it's obtuse, like I said. It's very tongue-in-cheeky. But hey, you don't need him to actually, beat the game. You just need him to get through the game. If I remember correctly, you're actually supposed to crouch at it, so you can't just sling around and wait. Thank you, sir. Anyway, I think we got a boss fight coming up. Despite it being a fire guy, we're fighting him in the rain. Don't ask me why, alright? I don't know why we're fighting a fire boss in the rain. But he does look a lot like a certain character, but I can't comment his name. Oh no, the girl we were looking for is dead. Great!
I am here.
You're living remarkably close to a boss fight, sir. Do you know that? Can I recommend not living this close to a boss fight? It's not healthy. Yeah, these are 3, so naturally if we have 21, we need to have 1 over.
Action is
Modulo!
I really don't like the look of this.
You do! You're just lying to yourself.
You've made it this far, Fidget. Stay close to me and you'll be fine. What do you see, Yara? Anything?
I like how he's asking his sword if he's... You could just lift your helmet...
another enemy stands before you. But this one,
What is it, Ara?
such hatred. Be careful, Dust.
If I remember, he has a kick-ass design. Look at all these dead people. Look at that bridge. Look at that tree. Those are some very nice fires. If you try to draw fire, it's often just a disaster, but these flames look really good. Oh, look, it's obviously not a boss arena. Look at how cool this guy looks.
So, you've come.
It looked like a horse with those
What have you
hoof
done?
things.
You murdered all these innocent people.
So cheesy.
You dare speak to me of innocence? when you have so casually slain a countless number of my children.
Ew.
Your children? You're talking about those monsters back there? Who are you?
The man who's going to straighten out that shut!
So, you don't remember my name? Rest assured.
I don't care what your name is. You're no different than those monsters I fought before. And like them, you will fall to my blade.
Still haven't straightened that shirt.
You are the only monster here, puppet. As I
Oh. You sound a lot like a certain character called Silver. Bah. You're doing amazing, Fidget. Good job, Fidget. Defuse! Oh! I can't believe they actually pulled that one.
The lights of Elysium shine upon me.
Oh, he sounds actually dying! Man, that's pretty cool. That's a good voice actor.
But can they reach the darkness within you?
Here's the thing. Dust sounds angsty because he constantly goes, "Ugh," and it takes away when he's actually being angsty. This guy, he's like, "Ugh," and then he's like, "Ugh," and it sounds so much better. You gotta have light to get dark, and Dust is like, his happy moments don't sound happy enough, you know? But it'll get worse once we go to the... Look at this Assassin's Creed moment. This is as Assassin's Creed as it gets.
I have come to my end.
No hidden blaze this time!
What are you?
Or machetes, if we're talking about the DLC.
Among the last of a dying breed, a once proud race, extinguished by your...
What I think they should have actually done is, instead of doing this, they should have made another portrait where he's sort of lying down in the frame. This looks like he's just sad, like he's lost a friendly duel instead of a life right to the death.
My hands?
Well, you just killed the man. You can't argue with that. You just killed one of them at the very least.
You and your warm-blooded kin. We Moonblots were outcast, scattered to the wind. You and others like you, they came to my village, killed my family.
That's really well done. Kudos, Mr. Fuse Guy. Might I say, you did good. But I'm not a good person to say that.
I can't remember.
There is sadness in your eyes, but it is not guilt. It is loss. After all you've done to my kind, you still think only of yourself. Perhaps that is for the best. Your leader, Gaius, he led you and your
Problem with this.
assassins into battle.
If the only reason he would mention the name of Gaius is if he legitimately believes that Dust does not remember anything. But if he legitimately doesn't remember... Okay, oh wait, yes, probably does know. Makes sense, but... The thing I have here, though, is it's such a fucking plot dump. It's like, oh, look, there's a guy you were part of once. I do like that this plot dump happens in a somewhat more, you know, it's not as visually distracting as the rainy environment. You should never have an exposition dump in an area that's like, hey, look at all this stuff that's happening.
Assassins?
Have it in a nice, calm place. Well, you're wearing a hat, and you're pretty much doing the Assassin's Creed thing. I don't think you can get any closer to being a jack-off assassin.
He even murdered his own kind. Our greatest allies amongst the Warmbloods.
Take a guess who that one is.
But one escaped. She was the only one I would dare spare in the slaughter that was to come.
She? Who are you talking about? Who did I kill?
Who knows? Who sees? My vision has left me. I return now to the life thread and to my brethren.
You're perfectly fine with dying and being blind.
No, wait!
But you shouldn't kill him so hard if you wanted to stick around, Dust.
Farewell, Warmblood. Ashes to ashes.
Guess what the next line is?
Dust to dust.
Well, I don't think we actually ever fight a mirror of dust, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of a lost cause. They could have done that. Or at least make a guy called Ashes. Or Ashens, because that guy's good.
He knew who I was, Fidget. He'd seen me before. If only he'd lived a moment longer.
If only Fidget wasn't so racket with all those bullets she kept shooting at him. He would have lived!
As you can see by the dead littering this village, that would not have been a good idea.
You know, at this moment, you can either draw the idea that Ara wants to keep Dust ignorant, or that he really doesn't like the guy, or you can make the assumption that Ara still is kind of like, you know, he was trying to kill everyone, so keeping him alive could have made it worse by letting him escape. So, I don't know, it's a bit of a two-sided moment for the blade of justice and goodness and chocolate.
I'm sure you're right. We should return to Aurora and report to Mayor Bram.
It's a sphere! Whatever will we get?
Dust, during the battle, I was studying.
I've got a feeling we'll need it.
It's a new ability! This is the fire one. Do I like this one? Kind of. It's, I guess, effective if you're overwhelmed because you can't really see where they're going. It's very good for focused attacks because this projectile thing goes all over the place. There's one I like more, which is the lightning one. Man, I spammed that to all frick.
What's the problem?
Well, you did say they were his children.
Just like Baby Bowser, or Bowser Jr. But that's gross. Who's the mother?
Children or not,
Or was he the
they
mother?
don't look all
Ooh.
that happy to see us.
Hey, ugly! There's just no pleasing some people.
Well, they don't even get a
It was a
frame.
valiant effort, Fidget.
Oh wow, he actually didn't sound consistently upset. Yeah! You can see I like that one a little bit better. Key! The problem with this attack is that it doesn't reach as far horizontally. So do you have anything to say?
So, you have slain the one known as Fuse.
You sound upset, sir.
I had no choice. He'd lost his mind.
I am not judging, friend. His death was sad, but necessary.
You still sound upset.
Forgive me for asking, but are you a Moonblood?
We don't even know what that means yet. Why are you asking?
The Moonbloods. They are an ancient race, and their presence is not tolerated in these lands. One would be at a disadvantage.
You're
among
so
some
one.
warm-blooded
Stop
creatures.
trying.
I understand.
I believe you do not, my friend. But I will not press the matter.
What a nice guy! That's the kind of merchant I like to see. He's like, you know what? I'm a jack-off, but hey,
Your trend.
Thank.
let's be nice about things. Let's not press the issue. We shouldn't press the issue. We never should have to press the issue. So let's not press the issue, and instead just eat some candy corn. And the world's better off. What do you say? Oh, he's like, hey, you're supposed to fall through the floor. You can. If I remember, that attack sort of auto-homes on enemies. It might not. I don't know. Notes! I don't even know where that is, actually. I kind of forgot. I don't remember this game picture perfect, because this game is kind of older. Oh, it's a challenge place,
What's
isn't
all
it?
this?
These flags are a warning. The challenges and creatures within are unlike anything you've dealt with before.
I think I've heard of these already.
Hey, your memories.
Just little bits here and there.
Gonna do these later, but you can safely enter them. I'm not going to touch that. That's the... Just showing that we'll have to do that to get the good percentages. I don't know if you need a perfect score to get the good percentages, or what. Meanwhile, oh, we're going to see Gaius for the first time. Guess what species he is? Probably a lion. I couldn't tell you.
Sir, the preparations are nearly complete. We found another of their camps, but...
This guy looks a lot more 3D than most other characters. Look at how 3D he looks.
But it was deserted, of course. Keep up your search.
Of course, sir.
Fun fact,
If
when
that's
you
all-
actually get to this part of the game... oh, it's such a plot hole.
What of the rumors, Commander? Is there any
We are investigating, sir.
Look at how much he moves!
Surely
That's
you
such a
don't
3D
believe-
animation. It's like, whoa. You know, to a point your armor should be loose, but... Like, if your armor moves like that when you're just making a hand gesture, you might want to get a tighter fit.
Commander, it is not your place to question what I believe. Our moment of glory draws near, and I want results.
He could have put a little bit more stress on results, like, I want results. That would have been powerful.
As you wish, General.
Ooh, that guy sounds nice and generic. As he should.
Where are you, my friend? Why are you hiding from
Oh
me?
man, guess what? But there's a little bit of a twist to that, actually. And that's probably the part where the story... Oh, look at that, that's so cute. There's a part of this game where that thing is like, oh, it's probably, I'm not even gonna spoil it. It's a really nice twist. It's a twist that actually made me sort of go, wow, that's pretty good, actually. Anyway, going back to the village.
Please, let me... I'll keep my eye... Much appreciated.
Do I have them in? How many hit points do I have? 1.
It's great to see you.
He was right where you said he'd be.
Waiting.
In the middle of a small village.
Does everyone have
surrounded by
beards?
the...
Oh no. That could only be Denham Village.
I mean, they're
Did you
furs.
find any survivors?
They don't need beards.
I'm sorry, Mayor Bram, but there were none. This
Oh, so it was a
creature that
lizard.
attacked The
Looked
village.
like a horse.
He was some kind of lizard. Wore strange armor.
He wore
Called
armor to
himself
begin with. Dust, you're not
Fuse.
wearing any armor. Even if you're an assassin, it doesn't hurt to wear a leather breastplate.
A lizard, you say? A moonblood, perhaps.
Ginger? That...
Her family was killed almost a year ago in Zeplik village, a few days' journey to the north. General Gaius and his soldiers were looking for moonblood sympathizers.
Oh man, that sounds like Hitler.
General Gaius. Do you know who he is?
This is a Holocaust metaphor! Or allegory. I forget which one it is.
Not personally. His is not a name we utter here without proper cause. I've never seen him or...
So why did they kill...
They were helping the Moonbloods, of course. Helping the enemy is a treasonous offense.
We don't actually get to hear who the king or lord is of this whole place. The government in this area is kept rather... who knows? Other than the mayor.
Regardless, I can't thank you enough for putting it... If you want to ask Ginger about Fuse, I'd suggest...
I'm moving as fast as I can. Spasmatronic activate! Also, I think we have a key, so we can open up a chest. Just tell me, Fidget, thank you. Money, 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 Leon. Oh, we're waiting for this to happen. Oh, we got some teleport stones, and I got a purple resonance gem.
Welcome back.
Hello, Mr. Melon Hat. You wear a melon for a hat. I like that. I am not complaining. Okay, so oh, these are 3,000. Nah, that's all right. We already picked one up when we got there. Not anything new. Do you have any imp hides? How expensive are they? Because I want to buy 4 of them. I know it's not the thing you're supposed to do, but I just want to complete the question. Okay, one more.
I have the best... Thank you.
Do 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 do.
Here are those...
Great! I'd like to upgrade our weapons. Beast spears. What? If you could bring...
I got a few of those. I guess I could do those in my off time if I really wanted to, but let's not. Do we have any character gems? Nope. Those fireballs look interesting. I wonder if they themselves home in. Also, unlike the other attack where... I used an item. Poop. Unlike this one, where... Oh, wow, we can actually move with the directional pad. Cool. So, unlike this one, where the projectiles continue to exist, here... Oh, they actually split up. Here, they sort of explode. They become the fire attack, so that's how you can sort of aim them.
Oh, Dust. Actually, maybe you could...
Of course.
He's been pacing near the west...
So many quests. Can we change which quest we're tracking? We can't, actually. We just have to... Wow, there's a lot of quests.
I don't get it. Why would anyone want to help those awful lizards?
Oh, wow, you're being racist.
Don't you understand, Fidget? He wasn't born that way. General Gaius and his soldiers turned him into that...
You are also being quick to judge, Dust. Neither of you are right.
And Fuse is likely not the only one corrupted by
But Ginger doesn't look evil. Don't make such assumptions, Ara. Bye. Hello.
Oh, you again. Mayor Bram said you'd left already.
Yes, he asked us to stop the leader of the...
Fuse? Oh no. He was leading those monsters? You killed him?
Well, I guess she is evil.
So you know him then? Was he always a homicidal pyromaniac?
Or did you love him? Do you carry his eggs?
What? No, never! Why did you kill him?
Because he was burning everything.
He destroyed Dedham Village, Ginger, slaughtered dozens of innocent people. He refused to listen to reason and planned to attack Aurora next. I had to stop him.
So that's why you're running. You knew about that attack, didn't you?
This war is turning all of us into monsters.
Oh.
Thank you, Ben, for releasing Fuse from his madness.
Well, that went better than I kind of expected. Oh man, I forgot to peel the dust out of this one. I'm gonna obsess over this because there's a little bit of gunk in my controller, and I always like to peel it out with my compass, and it works relatively well. I forgot to peel the gunk out of my left button. There's gunk in my left button. I can't play a game with gunk in my left button. What the fuck, man? How did I forget to degunk my left button?
Right before the end, he seemed lucid.
He was there the day my family was killed, yes. He was picking up supplies to bring back to his people.
I'm sorry.
And why is that? The last time I saw an outfit like yours, was the day my family was murdered. That outfit.
Why would General Gaius, in his bright blue outfit, select the grayest looking cyan as a costume, with also the grayest looking red? And then that rather comparatively flamboyant yellow thingamajig.
That is not an answer!
It is, actually. Saying it's not an answer is pretty much against what moo means. But then again, I don't know isn't... Kind of depends, but moo is one. Like, I can't answer it. The question's invalid because there is no answer I can provide that satisfies either condition, or your question itself doesn't actually solve anything.
Hey, ease off! Dust can't remember, okay? He doesn't even know his real name. You know, you should be more thankful. He just saved this village twice, and well, I watched him do it. And I'm also really hungry.
Fidget.
Fidget, please, calm down. She's right to be suspicious. I don't know who I am, but I'm dressed as one of Gaius' soldiers. And that can't be good.
Maybe you were undercover.
Perhaps. But your friend is right. You saved my village twice today.
Why is Gaius so...
Nothing. They exist. General Gaius sees them as an impurity.
Like I said, Holocaust.
I've tried to help where I can, but it's hard. There aren't many Moonbloods left outside of their homeland, and it's only a matter of time before Gaius...
Is there anything I can do to help?
If only one man could stand against an army. Sadly...
Mayor Bram mentioned...
Yes. The rivers and streams around Aurora are beginning to dry up completely. Without water, the only thing to do is head north.
Why would the rivers all be drying up?
I know, it doesn't make any sense. To be honest, I think this whole country is cursed. General Gaius is bloodless.
Yeah, but who is the boss of General Gaius? Like, if it's a country, then General Gaius obviously isn't the leader, because he's a general.
If the only way to stop this war is to stop General Gaius, then I need to know where...
His campaign continues to the north, if you want to help right the wrongs of your kind.
Oh, that was fancy.
Whoa! It came from the...
Oh, these are from the underground.
What are these things?
Monster!
I like how I leveled up. Let's click something to level up. Fidget defends, fidget defends, fidget defends. Let's go for fidget. Oh, there he is.
I'll be fine.
All right.
Stay safe, Dust.
That depends. Did your...
How would I know? I've never opened the box.
Okay.
Well now, would you...
You don't seem too concerned.
Trust me, not much happens here. So when things start roll...
Okay, Augustin, but promise me that you'll stay here.
Bah! I'll let you have all the fun? What?
Well, he does seem like a smart enough fella to know what's up. It's another challenge arena, which show up red on the map if I remember. Oh look, it's actually a scoreboard. But... Wow! Look at that! Look at that scoreboard! It's like, kaboom! Yeah, red on the map. Next save point, we're gonna call the quitsies. Monsters. Where are they?
End of the line.
Yes.
There's no time to find another route. Well...
Here goes nothing. Why can't I save? We'll look for another. Another one bites the dust, I guess. There's probably a way to get back up, I assume. Going past the bomb rock.
Fidget, you need to...
I'm not afraid of the dark.
I don't see anything, Fidget.
How could you possibly see anything in here with that big hat over your eyes? I hate caves. Our kind isn't meant to be underground.
I thought you were afraid of heights.
Oh, hush.
Too bad, that was a little bit decontextualized. Chapter 2! Darkness. Look at that fancy effect. It's still fancy. Even if a little bit upscaled. The Caramon Caverns. I'd rather have the Cinnamon Caverns, actually. Oh man, it's a serious music. Around here is the enemy we have to counter.
It's really hard to see.
I was regretting it minutes ago.
Hipster.
Oh.
This is beautiful. Do you think the villagers know about this place?
Considering there are these aliens monsters.
In vain.
And that's an aliens monster if I ever saw one. Might not be a bad idea to actually start leveling up. There's the shopkeep. Hey, shopkeep.
I am here.
How did you get down here, shopkeep? Do I want anything you have? Nope.
Your watch.
Didn't buy anything. Don't call it a transaction if I didn't buy anything.
I am here. Your transaction.
So this game actually... Ooh, that's not good programming, Sonny. So if I get it right, it doesn't actually update what you're selecting. Also, look at how much his shirt bounces when it looks like this. Like, boing, boing, boing. Anyway, to save the day. Next time on this show. If it's a show, that is. I don't even know. Is it a show? Probably isn't. I don't want to deal with big fancy pants with big fancy pants. Okay, so you have to do 3 attacks in order to get that swingamajig. Too bad. So sad. Oh, you can actually see the lock. That's... Wow.